Hi there, my name is Stefan Albert. I'm the founder of Aixa Digital Humans. And today I'd just like to give you a quick demo on how to create a new training using our AI training creator for the digital coach solution. So think of it this way. If you want to build a new training, you can easily spend days, hours, even weeks really trying to batten it down. Our goal is that you can build at least a first draft in less than 10 minutes, so that you can then focus more of your time on refining it, aligning it to the organizational needs, all of those um, additional pieces that really only you can know as a creator or as a leader within your organization, exactly the messages that you want to give. But having a strong starting point can only help, and that's exactly the goal of our AI assistant here. So let's click here on create the digital coach. Now, first thing we need to do is basically go through these 4 steps. We need to create a project name, a few key settings. Then we go into integrations. These are already done, so nothing to do here now. We'll then configure the avatar itself, and finally we'll create the training solution and the conversation around that. So to get started, let me call this the AIXA uh, view on the future of learning. Um, we can give it a name. Well, let's just call it Aik so we can have her present, and that's all we need. I'd ultimately like to make it a publicly available training, but I want people to log in, and that way, in the future, if they want to have an email sent to them with a summary, etc., we will have we'll be able to automatically send that email to them. Then I can add some colleagues that I'd like to send this to. They will, as soon as we actually publish it, will get an email invitation with everything they need to either create an account, or if they already have an account, directly sign in. Now that's it there. In terms of integrations, we're all connected to the Azure platform, so we have different Azure speech. Um, uh, Integrations that we can use. So we've made different ones in different regions depending on our needs. Same for the artificial intelligence. So the language model, once again, we can select different models and different levels depending on our needs. And finally, the search integration, so that we can take our own docs and we can really map out all of the information, so we can effectively and quickly retrieve that, so we can really get the AI to talk based on the specific knowledge that we've chosen to share. Then we go straight to step 3. So I like to use this avatar here as my standard Aixa avatar. For this case, let's at least begin by having us speak English as the main language for this training that I'm making. And we'll give her a multilingual voice, so that in future, if we want to change the language of the training, we can actually very simply use the same voice and avatar for that as well. You now choose a background. Here's a simple background that I created, and the avatar is all configured. So let's move now on to the second step. Now here, things get a little bit more interesting. Our goal here is to um, hook up the data that we want to use. We want to explain how we want to use that data, and then afterwards, we want to create a training based on that data. So let's choose the files. I recently gave this webinar on the future of training, so I want to use that. But I also really enjoyed the future of jobs report. So let's add this in now as well. And we have a white paper which is coming out soon. The content is relatively finalized. I'm happy to include that as well for now. So let's open these up. Oh, uh, this I've already got this open elsewhere, so let me just use the PDF version. So this will just take a few minutes to update, and as soon as that's ready, we can enhance it with a little bit of data, so that when users actually see this, they can quickly get access to the original documents. All right, so let's start. First of all, we have the future of jobs. That's a great start. Let us just save the name so that we have a nice user-friendly name that we can call it. I have the PDF, the link to the PDF document from the original website, so we can actually include that. It's a public URL, and the language here is English. For the training summary, I would like people to refer to the actual document, which they can get online. Let's call it the Aixa Future Proofing Human Skills. And once again, this is also in English. And then finally, the white paper. Let's call it the Aixa White Paper on Future Proofing Human Skills. So I don't have this out yet, but when I do, it's going to be available uh, on my website. So I can just put that there for now. Once again, make this English, and we can go ahead and just index all of these documents. Now this will take a few minutes, but we don't need to sit here and wait for it. We can do a double check at the end, just to make sure everything's as we need it. So now the next step, and this is really the fun bit, is to actually create the training. So let's use the AI training creator, and I'm going to just use the text chat. I can also record with my voice here. That's fine. Let's make it a little bit larger for you. Okay, so straight out she's starting to ask me what are some of the key features about this training, and we can then use that to help define exactly what the training would look like. So I'm just going to record this. Okay, thank you. The total duration of the training should be 15 minutes. And the learning goal is that for those people that were not able to participate in my recent training on the topic, the recent webinar, that they can very quickly get a high level overview of some of the thinking around what is driving the future of training, what are the key factors that are going to be important, and how we should basically go about thinking of reskilling organizations, and how can tools such as the Aixa Digital Human Trainer actually play a role. Now, the trainee profiles are probably going to be either executive of a specific business or a function, or someone who's in the learning and development space directly. And the desired outcome is that anyone would be able to understand some of the key concepts, will be able to, I guess, either agree or disagree very clearly on some of the assumptions or outcomes from the relevant material that I've shared to you, and basically help think for themselves what's the best thing that they can do in their organization. And I'll send you now also a few relevant links to pictures, the presentation, and a video that might be helpful. Okay, so we got all of that. And let me also then share some of this information here. So it's going to take this. It might ask me a couple follow-on questions if it's not quite happy with the answer that I've given it. Look, I'd like you to include the relevant videos and pictures onto the split screen. And I'd like the training to definitely focus more on the strategic side of, what's the future of skills and how should organizations manage that, with just maybe a mention of how platforms such as Aixa could also support that. No specific terminology or jargon that is necessary. Keep it easy to understand. think of it more like having a great tutor who's helping you understand something new rather than a lecture. Okay, then let's send this off. Now, if we make this a little bit smaller, we might start to see some of the work that it's doing. Let me take it over to the side. Okay, so it's created a bit of a summary for me now. Breakdown, introduction, key drivers shaping the future. Yep. Okay, deep dive on the future of skills report. Fantastic. Lovely. Perfect. Perfect. Please create. Okay, and that's it. So now it should be taking all this information, the conversation we've had, the guidance I've given it to date, and build a first version of the training. Okay, so now it's populating everything. Okay, it's adding some pictures, videos, etc. along the way. I don't think I want to have both a picture and a video in the same place. So let me just cut this out of here. Oh, I've locked it down. So let me just unlock that. And let me cut this out. And I'd like to actually put that more towards the end. There we go. Much better. All right. This looks exactly like what I'm looking for. I guess now what we can do is give it a go. So it's not published, but as the owner, I can just go ahead and check it out.
Welcome. Today, we will explore why the future of skills is critical for every organization. The world is changing faster than ever, disrupting how we work and what skills are needed. Organizations that stick with old skill sets risk falling behind. Think about your own organization. Do you feel ready for the changes ahead? Are you ready to discover what future skills mean for you?
Yeah, great. Let's get started.
Several forces are shaping the future of skills. Technology such as AI and automation is transforming jobs.
Okay, now that seems like a good start, but let's say I actually needed this training in German rather than English. So let's quickly take a step back. Um, we we configured the avatar to be in English, so let's just quickly change that to a German language. We can close this for now. So let's change this to German. Let's choose a German avatar, so female, German, and let's choose one which is multilingual. Okay, so let's have a listen to this.
Hi, I'm your digital human assistant, smart, engaging, and always ready to help.
Perfect. Um, okay, that's good. And we can now go ahead and update the content. So now, of course, we can go in and manually translate this all, assuming we've already reviewed it and we're 100% happy with that in English. Let's try another way. So we'll open up our assistant once again, and yeah, let's just ask, would you be able to review this entire training and change it from English to German using the standard Swiss spelling, please? So double S, for example, for Straße, Strasse, rather than the German sharp S, and do that all in High German, please. Okay. Yep. So let's just say, please update the content. It just takes a couple of minutes, go through all the content, translate it section by section, ensure we have the right quality, and let's see how it goes. Okay. Well, this sounds like a good start. Everything still looks fine. Links are all still working as they should. Um, let's go give it a go.
Willkommen! Heute werden wir erkunden, warum Zukunftskompetenzen für jede Organisation entscheidend sind.
Okay, so I hope that was interesting and fun. You can have access to this link if you want to give the this short training a go and experience it for yourself. I'll try and make it available for you in both English and German. Until then, looking forward to hearing from you, and do let me know if you have any questions or you'd like some support in rolling this out in your organization. Thank you.